So stages in Tekken. As you can see, there are various stages, and they will all have different traits, properties. And depending on stage, you may change how you play a game. So as you see, a stage can contain up to 5 possible traits, as well as their dimensions, but their dimensions are a different story. Alright, so the first one in the blue is the endless. So stages with a blue background. If you look on the left side, in that box, the bottom of that mini box thingy, it's blue. And in stages like these, you have no wars. There's absolutely nothing. And as far as I know, there are no floor breaks in endless stages. If there were, it'd be pretty cool, but I can't think of a place where it will be endless and have floor breaks. The second icon, the red one, means there are unbreakable walls. So with unbreakable walls, there may be balcony breaks or wall breaks, whatnot. But at the very least, this stage will have walls where you can kind of destroy, but you can't actually break through it. The third one, the one in the green, is the wall break. So if you hit your opponent to the wall, you will break it, and there are walls like that. The fourth one, the yellow one, is a floor break, and as far as I know, there's only one stage that does that as of now, as of this recording, and that is the Forgotten Realm. So floors, if you hit your opponent into the floor, ground, whatsoever, things like that, you will break it. And last but not least, you have balcony breaks. In these ones, they are pretty much just the same as wall breaks, except you go down a level and maybe access a different stage. So in this one, you have 2 levels. If you balcony break on the first level, you go to the second level, which is much larger, and on the second level you have wall break. Right, so I'm just gonna separate it into 2 main ones, and they are whether the stage is endless or whether the stage has walls, because whether a stage has walls or not will change how you play a lot. The other 3, the wall break, the balcony break, and the floor break, they're just literally gimmicks. I mean, they extend your combo and stuff like that, but as far as getting started on the game, they're just there to extend your combos or give you new combo starters. You can learn how to make use of them later. So let us dive right into it. Alright, so depending on your stage, you might change the way you play, and the two biggest differences, 2 different types of stage that you really care about is whether the stage is endless, infinite stage, or whether the stage has walls or not. Because floor breaks, balcony breaks, and wall breaks, they're all just extras as far as game playstyle is concerned. Alright, so I'm just gonna briefly cover floor breaks because they're pretty easy. So floor breaks are just there to either extend your combo or give certain moves, or make certain moves combo starters. So for example, Asuka's up forward 2, which is 15 frames, a high. One advantage is you can do it from crouching, which is really good. And it actually does, it's safe, does pretty good damage. That would be a combo starter if the floor would break. Otherwise, if I do, I can use throws. So a throw like this would also start a combo. A throw like this. So anything that kind of, punches or hits the opponent down into the ground. And same for combos. If you are in the middle of combo, you So use a move like this, you know, down two, break, it hits them down, and then it's like you continue a combo. So maybe something like something like that, and then you can continue a combo there, or not. Do experiment, like some moves can hit the ground as is. Some moves require it to be a part of a combo. So move like this, move like this. You know, go ahead and experiment. Majority of them require it to be in a combo. All right. So wars, and by extension, balcony breaks and wall breaks. All right. So how do you make use of wars? So first, let's actually go to the wall and see. Okay, so having a wall behind you is pretty bad for you. If your opponent has the wall behind them, it is good for you. And here's why. So if you're attacking, so what this means for you is, first of all, if your opponent makes a mistake, you have access to moves that pretty much give you much more damage. If you know, whereas if you did it elsewhere, it wouldn't give you as much. So let's give an example. So Asuka's 12 frame Punisher is 2-3, and you know, normally it just does 29 damage, like so. But against the wall, I can actually do a lot more. What's the combo again? There we go. Right, so 53 damage, which is not I can get pretty much around slightly more damage than that in a normal combo if there were no wars. So you know, that's off a 2-3, which is 12 frames. 12 frames, that's a lot. That's a lot of moves I can punish. You know, like if I was just, you know, with punishing it even or something. Okay, so it gives you access to moves that, you know, give you a lot more damage if you know your wall combo. So there's that. Second is your opponent can't retreat and can't backdash, whereas you can. So you can make them with a backdash. If they wanted to make you whiff, they have to do a sidestep or a duck. So creating space, you know, is really important. If you have back against the wall, that's when you know how important space is. So if they can't backdash, alright, that means that they have to guard or sidestep or hit you out, or, you know, do something. And they have to guess pretty right. So if they say, like, you know, sidestep to a certain direction, you might use a move that tracks to a certain direction. Or if you have a move that gives you plus frame, this, okay, gives plus frame to block, you might want to do this instead. You know, another home move, stuff like that. Okay, you get, and coincidentally, this also wall splats. So stuff like that, you know, it makes your move much more powerful. And yeah, don't get yourself into wars or against the wall. Right, so how do you kind of make your opponent go to, you know, have their back against the wall, and by extension not get yourself into them? So one common way is to actually combo them into the wall, and this may change how you have to do your combo. So for example, a combo like this. So normally if I do a combo, I'll do a combo like that if there were no walls, or if I was far away from the wall, which does 62 damage. It's alright. But if I say, like, try to aim for the wall, I would maybe change the combo to something like this, you know, which does 73 damage, which is, whoa, that's kind of a lot more in terms of damage, which, you know, I actually made use of the wall. So comboing them to the wall is one good way to, you know, to get your opponent there. The other way is to kind kind of like pressure them into the wall. So like dashing in, doing safe moves, you know, and then like if they try to like if they hit back dashing, they'll soon hit a wall. You know, you like make them regret, you know, stepping, trying to step on you or something. So those are the two common ways to try and force your opponent to the wall. And yeah, so hopefully that was a nice crash course on walls. Do however remember, some characters, actually any character, matches can turn around really easy. So an example for Asuka is her parry. If you punch and she parries this and you don't chicken it, she actually gets a combo, a wall combo after that. Which is, you know, something to remember. Yes, some throws will make use of walls. Like I don't know, like Kazumi has a 1+2 throw that hits against the War Suns people. Steve has one and it's pretty quick. Josie has one. A lot of characters will have one. Unfortunately, Asuka doesn't have one, I think. Actually, does he? Nah, that doesn't. Well, against the wall, like you can do something like this, which that's guaranteed at the wall. You know, moves like this at the wall, which is also guaranteed. Stuff like that. Do experiment. With that said, good luck, because wars can drastically change how you play, how you play in general.